Welcome to the Nomadic Spaces Podcast, where we talk all things interior design, tiny houses, and happy homes. Each week, we explore different interior design strategies, the unique challenges of small spaces, and delve into the incredible lifestyle of tiny homes. Whether you're a fellow tiny house dweller or simply have an interest in interior design, this show has something for you. I am your host, Sarah Bronstein, and I live in Asheville, North Carolina with my pup Albus in a vintage travel trailer I renovated into my tiny dream house. I'm a professional interior designer and I run my own business called Suka Interior Design, and I'm also a licensed realtor with the Asheville Realty Group. Thank you so much for being here. If you like what you hear, please consider leaving a review, hitting some stars, subscribing, and or sharing this show. It's how little shows like this survive. Now, let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to the Nomadic Spaces Podcast. This is your host, Sarah from Suka Interior Design. And today's episode is called Boho Interior Design Tips for Tiny Homes. And this episode is inspired by a client that I worked with recently who shared that she really loved the boho interior design style, pampas grass, rattan, all of the things. And she was feeling very nervous that even though she loved these types of things, she had just purchased a new studio apartment and that it was just going to be too much in such a small space. So this episode is dedicated to her, and I hope that others out there who may have a passion for a certain style, but are concerned that it won't work in a small space or tiny house will be inspired by today's episode. The boho, otherwise known as Bohemian design style, can actually perfectly complement the cozy confines of a tiny house. Boho style is known for its eclectic, free-spirited, and relaxed aesthetic. In this episode, we're going to explore how to incorporate boho interior design into tiny homes, turning these small spaces into vibrant, textural, beautiful sanctuaries. Number 1, play with colors and textures. Boho design is unique for its vibrant, earthy color palette and texture-rich appeal, differing from more traditional aesthetics. While some more modern, neutral boho designs use creams, beiges, and browns, traditionally boho designs use earthy tones like deep blues, luscious greens, and warm yellows to create more welcoming environments. But remember, the style is free-spirited and isn't confined to like one or two shades or colors. It really does invite an eclectic blend of color. The key is to mix different hues without making the space feel chaotic, allowing creative expression in the design. Boho design also emphasizes texture, layering different materials to achieve ultimate cozy vibes. Think plush rugs, throw blankets, textured pillows, rattan furniture. The texture not only enhances visual interest, but boosts comfort and creates a relaxing environment. Number 2, maximize natural light. Tiny homes necessitate maximizing space and light. Using natural light effectively can create a sense of openness and really uplift the mood. Boho design, which celebrates nature, aligns well with this approach. To let more sunlight into your tiny home, consider sheer curtains or possibly no curtains. If privacy is a concern, bamboo or macramé blinds are great alternatives. They're made from natural fibers, so they'll allow diffused light in even when they're closed, so you can maintain privacy without sacrificing light. Number 3, incorporate sustainable and handmade elements. Boho design has a strong connection to nature and sustainability, so infuse your tiny house with a sense of eco-consciousness by incorporating handmade and sustainable elements. Look for furniture made from natural materials like rattan, bamboo, or reclaimed wood. Handwoven textiles, such as Moroccan rugs or macramé wall hangings, add both character and a sense of that global influence. Number 4, create a cozy nook. To maximize the functionality of a tiny home, it's important to make use of every available corner. One way to do this is by creating a cozy reading nook or meditation space. By arranging floor cushions and layering them with throw pillows, maybe cozy rug, you can really create a comfortable area where you can unwind with a good book or podcast or simply enjoy the sunlight streaming in through a window. Another option is to utilize a corner or window seat to build this relaxing space. Additionally, hanging a hammock chair can not only add a touch of that boho whimsy, but also provide a functional seating option in a compact space. Number 5, showcase personal collections. Boho design embraces the idea of showcasing personal collections and treasures. In a tiny home where space is limited, carefully curate a display of the most meaningful items. These could be like family heirlooms, a collection of vintage postcards, travel souvenirs, or handcrafted pottery, etc. Open shelving or wall-mounted displays can turn these items into an integral part of your home's decor and helps just tell your unique story. Hi friends, I hope you are enjoying this show. Listening to podcasts and reading blogs like this is a great way to gain knowledge. But to really make change, you need to take action. Luckily, taking action doesn't have to be overwhelming, timely, or expensive. My Desk Refresh Guide is a great resource you can download totally free from the link in the show notes. This guide will break down the redesign process into simple, actionable steps with tangible results to transform your space without spending a cent. Now let's get back to the episode. Number 6, mix and match furniture. Bohemian design is a celebration of diversity, a vibrant mix of colors, patterns, and styles that brings life into any space. It is a style that prides itself on its eclectic charm and unique vibrancy, promoting an atmosphere that's as diverse as it is inviting. Unlike more traditional design styles where everything tends to match, boho design thrives on variety and contrast. One of the most effective ways to infuse the boho style into a tiny house is through the clever mixing and matching of furniture pieces in different styles and finishes. This can involve the pairing of furniture items that may initially seem totally incompatible. Say, placing a nostalgic vintage wooden table alongside a sleek modern metal chair. However, when done with care and consideration, these contrasting pieces can complement each other to create a truly distinctive aesthetic that radiates authenticity and artistic flair. Don't be afraid to break away from the usual decorating norms when engaging with the boho design style. Embrace the freedom it offers, the chance to express your individuality through your living space. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all formula for achieving the perfect boho look. It's all about finding and arranging pieces that reflect your personality and taste. Number 7, bring in Lush Greenery. Choosing to incorporate plants into your home is an uncomplicated and highly effective method of infusing life, vibrancy, and a sense of freshness into a small-sized home. When thinking about adding a touch of nature to your tiny abode, there are several types of plants that can serve as striking visual features while also providing other benefits. Hanging plants, for instance, can create a dramatic effect from above, drawing the viewer's gaze upward and making the space feel larger than it really is. Potted succulents, on the other hand, require very little maintenance and come in a variety of shapes and sizes, making them ideal for countertop shelves and other surfaces. To further enhance the bohemian aesthetic, consider the addition of woven or macramé plant hangers. These woven fibers provide a textural contrast to the smooth surface of the plant pots and add a touch of rustic charm. Alongside the plants themselves, these handmade hangers contribute significantly to the overall boho look and feel. But the benefits of incorporating plants into your tiny home extend beyond the purely decorative. Plants are known to contribute positively to the environment in a number of ways. For example, they improve air quality by filtering toxins and releasing oxygen, which can lead to better health and well-being for any occupants. Plus, studies have shown that being around plants, even fake ones, can create a calming, stress-reducing atmosphere, making your home not only a visual pleasing environment, but also a sanctuary to relax and rejuvenate. Number 8, use vintage and global-inspired decor. Boho style is known for its distinctive blend of colors, patterns, and global influences. Can be easily brought to life by incorporating vintage and globally inspired decor pieces into your home. Start your boho journey by hunting for unique finds at thrift stores, flea markets, or even online marketplaces. Each unique item you find will have a story to tell, bringing not only a visual appeal, but also a conversational element to your space. From antique furniture pieces to old world pottery, these items are not just visually appealing, they also weave a rich tapestry of history and craftsmanship that adds depth to your boho decor. Another great way to infuse your home with that distinct Bohemian vibe is through the use of textiles. Vintage Persian rugs, for instance, are renowned for their ornate designs and vivid color palettes, which can serve as the perfect base for your boho interior. These rugs, often crafted with a really high level of skill and precision, not only ground your furniture, but also add warmth and texture to the space. Moving beyond textiles, lighting also plays a vital role in setting the mood of a boho-inspired home. Consider incorporating Moroccan lanterns into your interior design scheme. These lanterns, with their fascinating geometry and dreamy illumination, can add both a touch of exoticism and a soft, warm glow to the tiny house. Tapestries can make a dramatic statement on your walls. Their vibrant colors, complex patterns, and inherent mysticism can transform an otherwise ordinary room. Number 9, create an accent wall. In a tiny house, it becomes ever the more crucial to highlight and enhance the aesthetics of the limited space available. One effective way to do this is by creating a focal point. This acts like an anchor that immediately draws the eye and adds an interesting flair to the overall layout of your tiny house. When it comes to designing this focal point, there are many different routes you can take. However, one visually appealing option often worth considering is the creation of an accent wall. This accent wall method could be put into action using a myriad of different materials or techniques. The first technique to consider involves the use of bold and distinctive wallpaper. Wallpaper designs have seen an impressive revival in recent years, with a diverse range of patterns and textures available. The right selection can bring a much-needed pop of color or design to your space, making it the center of attention and adding that bohemian, unique feel. Another avenue is to explore choosing a vibrant paint color to establish your accent wall. A smartly selected shade can not only complement the existing decor, but also inject a dose of personality and contrast into your tiny home. This is a particularly great option if you're on a tight budget. For a boho effect, consider popular shades like mustard yellows or eggplant purples. Another way to design your accent wall is through a thoughtfully curated collection of framed art pieces and mirrors. Arranged artistically, these items can harmonize together to create a semblance of like a gallery wall. Remember, boho style is about mix and match, so maybe it's abstract art, family portraits, vintage mirrors, or a mix of all three. Each can contribute a unique visual appeal to your house's interior design. By incorporating an accent wall as your focal point, you're essentially adding depth and dimension to your space, which otherwise may fall flat due to the restricted square footage. Moreover, playing around with different elements, patterns, and color palettes on your accent wall allows you to experiment with various decorating styles, including playful boho-inspired designs, without overwhelming the rest of your decor. And finally, number 10, utilize multifunctional furniture. Tiny homes demand creativity when it comes to furniture selection. Opt for multifunctional pieces that serve more than one purpose. A storage ottoman, for example, can act both as a coffee table, an ottoman, and a place to stow away blankets or extra cushions. Foldable furniture, like drop-leaf tables or maybe a wall-mounted desk, maximizes the space when it's not in use. Boho design encourages a laid-back and flexible lifestyle, making multifunctional furniture a perfect fit. Incorporating boho interior design into tiny homes is actually a delightful journey of self-expression and creativity. By embracing a mix of colors, textures, sustainable elements, and personal treasures, you can transform your compact living space into a cozy bohemian oasis. Remember that the essence of boho design lies in the freedom to blend styles and celebrate individuality. I hope that with these tips, you can turn your tiny home into a stylish retreat that reflects your unique personality and style. Until next week, home happy. I hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring. My goal with this show is to help others make changes that transform their space. But just absorbing content, even brilliant content like this, doesn't get results. Taking action does. If you are still listening, you might be ready to fully accomplish your design goals. My challenge to you is commit to taking one action right now before you don't. Taking action might look like booking a design project jumpstart, or maybe it's signing up for the free desk refresh guide, or maybe it's signing up for my mailing list, or maybe it's scheduling a complimentary connection call to virtually meet and discuss your design goals in more detail. You can find more about all those fun things I just mentioned, as well as reach out to me directly through my website, which is sukkainteriordesign.com. That is sukkainteriordesign.com. I love connecting, so please don't be a stranger. As always, thank you for tuning in and for being a part of this community. If you liked what you heard on this episode or show, please take a second to like, review, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends and family. It is truly the easiest way to show support for me and this tiny niche podcast. Until next time, take care and home happy.